Complex Con happened some time ago, a few days, a few weeks ago, whatever. And as they always do, they had their top 10 sneaker list for 2020.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, sometimes I think Complex make these lists just to troll.
I mean, most lists that come out, I think, are to make some kind of, make people start talking. I don't think it's based off of anything. Like, this list.
Every time.
That's terrible.
Every time Complex make a list, I feel like Wale back in the day. Like, I want to call the Complex and get on there and be like, who made this list? Like, what are y'all talking about? And
who's on the panel?
So the panel consisted of Lobo, Jim Jones, Kristen Noel Crawley, DJ Clark Kent, and then it was hosted by Joe LaPuma. Respectfully, I'm trying to figure out who the hell Kristen Noel Crawley is.
That's Don C's wife.
That's Don C's wife?
And she just has, she's like into skincare. She has like a skincare company.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm
she
sorry.
Don C wife.
I might be ignorant. I don't know how this correlate, man.
I love Lady Gaga, and I even like some of her songs. But what the fuck does she know about cameras? Then you gotta play that clip just so people get the reference. It's Kanye. We'll talk about it later.
If you can communicate this product, you can make money off the product. Because look at Gaga. She's the creative director of Polaroid. I like some of the Gaga songs. What the fuck does she know about cameras?
But yeah, no shots at her. I was unfamiliar. But shout out my boy Don C. Who else you say? Clark Kent and Joe LaPuma.
Yeah, hosted by Joe LaPuma.
Hosted by Joe LaPuma.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the panel. Honestly, I think we need to see some fresh people.
Yeah.
I'm 1,000% with that.
No shot at Clark Kent. He's a legend in the game.
Or Jim Jones, like.
Actually, for Air Force Friday today, I did the Black Friday Clark Kent release from 2008. He's a legend in the sneaker world and the hip-hop world. Made a ton of great shoes. His opinion is definitely respected, but at the same time, there's so many up-and-coming or newly discovered talent in the sneaker world that can be a voice for this. Like,
they should give us, like, people who really are up and coming, like the Beamer dude probably would have been a good person.
Yeah, Beamer would have been a good one.
Like, you could have put somebody like J Tips up there, put Joe Fresh Goods up there.
I believe Conceited belongs up
now
there.
that's what I would like to see. People like people like Conceited. Yachty was a good choice.
Yeah,
Yachty was a good choice. I like to say somebody like Conceited up there. Who? Laylee May. Yeah, even some random people like Get Row Spit. My man had his own Jordan this year. One of the best-selling Jordan 2s.
You can get James.
That came out.
You can get James.
Sweet. Row, get Row up there. It's a bunch of other people doing some good stuff like that I think can have a fresh voice, and then it'll also help them get exposed. Y'all can hit me up. We'll go up there.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I would even like to have seen Fat Joe on here. Fat Joe would have been cool. You talk about sneaker legends. Mike Bibby would have been cool to be on there.
That's a different perspective, an older perspective.
Yeah, like people who've been the OGs in the
Yeah.
game, man. And then I feel like you should reach out to some regular people that's like popping on Instagram and stuff. Get somebody like
I think Matt would have been a good one too.
Yeah, Matt Hatfield definitely would have been a good one. Get random people that everybody follow, like what's your boy who got all them Jordans in the basement? Jumpman Bostic. Even though his list gonna be out Jordan. His list gonna be out Jordan.
But he'll probably remember a year's worth of Jordan releases. It's kind of hard to remember a year's worth of releases.
Nah, for sure. Yeah, I think, man, and like I say, I mentioned Roe just because he had his own Jordan. He's a store owner. I think it'd be cool to have people in the store. Like, we see what sells. We see what don't. You talking about shoes that's hype. Like, this is a list of hype. Meanwhile, we got a shoe that we can't keep on the shelf that nobody even talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Run down the list real quick. I
got you. You want to go 10 to 1 or 1 to 10?
10 to 1.
All right. First, at 10, we got the Blackout Air Force One Terror Squad.
I respect that.
I think it belongs.
Yeah.
At 9, The Knock the Glide.
I don't think
No,
that should
thank
have
you.
been on there.
Yeah. That definitely deserves John from Tennessee.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that shoe was cool. If Drake wasn't tied to that shoe, I mean, that shoe's still sitting on the shelves at places.
Yeah,
and
it
if
is.
Drake wasn't tied to that shoe, it definitely would have not gotten any attention at all.
That's
Well, I
what
don't know why it's up there.
right.
politics. That's what instantly makes me think like it's politics. It's like that's just not a good shoe. Action Bronson, New Balance 990 V6 back lava.
No,
No.
thank you.
Travis Scott, Air Jordan 1 Low Olive.
Yeah. I don't know about 7. It's a cool shoe.
Yeah.
Probably number
actually-
9.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but I personally like Phantoms a little better than
I do too, but that was
But you know what?
last year, December. So
Oh, it was this one. Yeah.
I
you're
feel
right.
like from the masses, the Olive has is probably like the majority favorite for the simple fact of the color blocking, and I feel like shoes like if it's gonna make the top 10, it has to have sold out. Can't really be sitting.
Well,
you know
that's
what I'm
the one I
saying?
see don't
the
need these
most,
knock the
too.
glides on there.
Yeah. No, that
Right.
that's exactly what I'm saying. But 6 ALD New Balance A60 V2, and then I think they hit a Omaha with the Nike Zoom Vomero Metallic Silver. So I think that's the
Yeah.
women's white and metallic silver. Which
Yeah.
ALD New Balance.
the ALD New Balance A60. Like yeah, some people said that, other people said like Vomero.
I would have been cool with taking that New Balance out. Vomero's,
But you know-
I don't necessarily know about that color, but
Why? So if you're going, I feel like the Vomero definitely has to be represented in the top 10. Why not the Dornbecker?
I wouldn't have picked the Dornbecker.
Yeah,
because it wasn't
I'm not mad at
popping.
the metallic silver.
Yeah.
because it popped it off. I know Mr. Dempsey Sneaker Grandpa said the oatmeal colorway, or maybe Dan said it.
Yeah.
Both of them. Yeah, both
And,
of them.
but
Big advocates for the oatmeal colorway.
either one of those, I would have rather seen.
But I feel like Vomero's, of course, 2 or 3 years ago we had the cold wall with the big ass heel
Right.
chunk on it. But I don't really feel like they revved up this year until the Dornbecker came out with the glow in the dark and
I think,
I don't
it
know
was
about
after
that,
that. I don't
Colin.
even think
The
people went
Dornbecker
after
was
them.
after the-
Yeah,
yeah,
people didn't go
oatmeal.
after that Vomero until the regular colorways got popping. Why did they even put a color on that? They didn't say what color Knock the Glide go up there. Why you just couldn't say Vomero?
I think it was the black and white one, like just the OG one. Number 5, you got the J
Can
Balvin.
retros go on this list? Like instead of the Knock the Glide, could you put the Zoom Flight 95s up there?
if it had to have release in 2023.
So no actual, but Zoom Flight 95s came. So no retro.
No, anything that released in 20. This is a 2023 with top release list.
Top 10 list, yeah.
Well, Zoom Flight 95s came out again this year. I would have put the Jason Kidd up there over the Knock the Glide.
I don't know about that.
That shoe inspired the Knock
It
the
did
Glide,
inspire
and
it.
it's better.
It is better. It probably sold better, but
It definitely sold
Politics,
better.
this is
Shit,
Drake's
you could
shoe.
put an Air More Up Tempo in the OG black and white colorway that sold better than this.
say need you up there.
Man,
What we got at 5, Colin?
J Balvin Air Jordan 3.
Yeah, I mean, if you just going off hype, yeah, I
right.
guess
It's the best
it
J
deserve
Balvin for sure.
to be there. Yeah,
Tiffany 1837 Air Force One at number 4.
I believe that.
That's a
deserve
solid
Mm-hmm.
one. Cortez or Cortez? I always
Cortez.
Cortez Air Max 95.
No,
I don't agree with that. It could have been on
The
the
hype,
list,
it-
but
that's-
definitely not number
and like
3.
we talked about in the past with it's gonna always have a tri-state bias on it. So you
Right.
think about when he released it in New York and the pandemonium, people on top of buses, shit like that. That's what they going for. Number 2, Air Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined.
I think that deserve to be there, bro. Maybe not number 2.
I was gonna say number 2.
I think
that's a strong-
I would personally put it at number 2.
I feel like that transcends like a lot of different subgenres in sneaker culture. As far as like representatives, like that's a strong one.
I would personally keep it at number 2.
Yeah,
or maybe number 1.
It's a top 3 for sure for me, but I'm cool at number 2. And then number 1, Nike SB Air Jordan 4 Pine Green
And
colorway.
I think that deserved to be there too. It was basic. It was simple. It was SB. It was Jordan collab.
And it was the beginning of the year, and here we are at the end of the year, and like it's held up.
Personally, for me, this top 10, my top 3 would be the in no particular order, the Tiffany Air Force One, the Reimagined 3s,
Yep.
and the SB 4s. I'm taking those Top 3.
What say you, good doctor?
Like my top 3 from this list?
For the year. No, just for the year. Just top 3.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even remember what came out last week, bro.
From
Let
this
alone
list,
this
man.
year. From this list, I'll probably pick the same
Top
3.
three.
Well, no, you know I'm biased, bro. I got to put them Blackout. Them Terror Squads got to go up there.
I figured.
So I would say Terror Squad, Tiffany's, and
I might say Loyalty, too.
probably
Shit.
SB4. Yeah.
Both of them.
Loyalty
Both of
was
them
a good
deserve top
colorway.
10.
But if we're
Okay.
not talking about just stuff that released, that Friends and Family colorway topping them
Definitely
out.
deserves to be top 10.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that list is the list. Like I say, sometimes I feel like they trolling, and we should put together our own panel, and well, we would need more time. Anyway, yeah.
You got a month?
Yeah.